right. There is that member of parliament who went back to Wajackoyah for the very first time, and it's the people who said, no, we don't want you here, go back to where it is you come from. And you look at even the people and how they respond to what one would say, huyu ni mtu wetu, understands our tribe, understands our region, understands our history. But Kenyans are saying it is not about you being our person, it's about what it is you have delivered. As we move towards 2027 and we look at formations that are coming in place, will these then be some of the things that political class will have to deal with, where Kenyans are woke and they know exactly what they want and they are pushing for change, for the word not change just because it can be uttered in a political rally?
I think you have said something very, very important about that lady. And also what happened in Old Kalau, of which on that particular point I am with Gachagua 150%. If Kenyans can repeat what they did in Old Kalau, where the government was so disparate that they even took gas cylinders, beds, when knowing very well that the kids in Old Kalau lack amenities, social amenities, they lack uniform, they lack teachers, they lack clean water, they lack books, they lack classrooms. Instead of building those ones, Ruto's government has been taught a lesson, and that lesson should be extended to all parts of the country. And number two, the people of Wajackoyah, what they did, Congolais, and that should extend to all of these leaders, both in broad-based and non-broad-based, or whichever way it is. I think on that one, we are moving forward. But then if you look at the people who are now following us, if you look at their baskets, if you look at those political leaders who are now in the opposition, people who have been there before, people who have served for a very long time, because they were thrown out of parliament by the very people, they now want to come back and now be holier than thou, saying that we are the ones going to bring change. That one we differ. Let's have a complete new face in Kenyan politics, whether old or young, but people who have not been there, people who have seen how things work, people who have actually been hit hard in terms of these hard times that we have. Yes, lakini wale wakirudishwa, Kenya will still go on the same trajectory. Look at this place, for example. For how long have you been broadcasting? For how long have you been? You think if there was a proper government policy for the members of the fourth estate, you'd be sitting here for more than 1 year? No. Sit and leave open room for others to come in so that you can see what benefits you have in your society, other than being stalled. Stalled there for how long? What about your families? Like in my law firm, I don't want people to stay for long. You come in, you're doing well, shui, end of your masters, good luck, Mungu akusaidie. Just like what Ahmed Nasir does. He actually, Ahmed Nasir, or Mullah, Grand Mullah, is one of the best mindsets we have here. He has trained so many Kenyan lawyers. You'll go there, work for 3 years, he'll open an office for you, him and Gidu Mwingai, and say, young man, I've given you the tools, go and start on your own and move on. That's the kind of mindset we want in this country. Not stagnated. You are stagnated because you are making money for somebody who wants to be a political leader forever, ruining you for life. We want to move and change. Move and change. These old folks who have been in parliament, who have actually had political leadership or even church leadership, they should go. Even the church should be reformed too, because we have so many atrocities which have been committed by members of the clergy. Nobody wants to talk about that. I am talking about everything. If it's clean government, we shall clean all the institutions.
Speaking of which, then, what's your thought, even as we wrap this up, around debt? Because that is the stifling thing towards Kenya's economy today.
Kenya's economy is a big issue now because of corruption. As today, we have the solution. 50 kgs of hemp, according to Canadian Stock Exchange, and you can check that, is $307 million. 50 kgs of hemp. What are the ingredients of hemp? What are the uses of hemp? Kenya has got very good soil. Look at Uganda, they have legalized hemp. Malawi have legalized hemp. Uganda now is getting about 350 billion from the hemp production, which is improving the economy of Uganda. Kenya's debt can be paid within 1 year if we become the president of this country. All we need to do is to grow hemp, hemp grows only for 4 months. It doesn't need mature. If anything eats hemp, it dies because of its ingredients. It puts nutrients in the soil. And what is hemp used for? Where is Israel today, and what is the economy of Israel, and why is it that Israel's economy has become one of the best in the world? It's all because of hemp and the technicalities involved, the tech industry, which is pegged on hemp. So let us grow hemp, and once we grow hemp, we shall pay off the debts in this country. Let us rear snakes for export. Let us rear snakes, harvest venom. 1 gram of venom is 600,000 Kenya shillings. Let us rear snakes for purposes of medicinal values and prevention. We export its meat to the Chinese. It's a delicacy. And then the snake skins, can be used to beautify men and women in terms of textile industry. Kitui, which is the Texas of Kenya, Baringo, and Kilifi have enough snakes which can actually make us have income. But when you go to religious men, they were like, we on Satan. If you go to America, this is all used. If you go to Italy, they're even importing. They don't have a place to do what have you. We can work out a formula whereby we can improve the economy of this country within 1 year, rather than borrowing and depending on technical experts and coming in with the ridiculous figures and making our country to be overdated. We can do it. We can do away with that. And with the introduction of death penalty, killing all these guys, Kenya will be free.
Professor George Wajackoyah is the Roots Party leader. He's got some radical ideas in terms of what Kenya needs, and that you build so that you get out of debt and that you go in one direction. Well, thank you for being here with us today.